Welcome Sagittarius and Sagittarius cross watchers to your mini weekly love reading. So I hope you guys have had a great weekend and welcome. I'm happy to have you here. So we're going to get a card for you, a card for your person. And the situation between the two of you. Oh, for the love of God. Okay. So, Sag. We have the Five of Wands, the Knight of Swords for your person. Sorry, the Five of Wands for you, and the Lovers is the situation between the two of you. So, Sag, I feel like you and your person are both really going through your own, I want to say dark night of the soul, but it may not be quite that potent, right? I feel like you seem to be looking to build something, and I feel like whatever it is that you are working on, I kind of feel like people don't want to see you up there. I feel to a certain extent that it's like, I think you know that a lot of people are kind of rooting for you to fail here. And I feel like there's a certain amount of adversity that you're facing right now that your person is kind of, they're running from, right? You know, sometimes, I mean, I certainly hope that this wouldn't be a life theme for you, that sometimes your life is so hard that people just run because they can't handle it. I feel like that may be for some of you. It could be that it's like, I feel like you're going through a tough time right now, and this person here, it's like you helped them through a tough time. And I feel like they're not really extending the favor back to you. It feels like they're looking at the situation, and it's not this might sound strange, it's not a personal statement on you that they're running. It's just like they saw the situation start to go south, and I feel like their knee-jerk reaction is run. And what's unfortunate here is that I actually feel like it seems to be stopping something that could be really great. I feel like this person could really be a source of strength for you right now, and they're running. I'm not sure why. I think we're going to pull a card on that. Why are they running? What are they running from? What are they running to? Why? So what are they running to? We got the Five of freaking Cups. It's almost like this is a kind of energetics of it, right? I feel like this person, they seem to be looking at the situation like, if I invest in Sag when all of this is going on right now with whatever you're going through, I feel like they're looking at it like, it's going to be real. You know what I mean? It's like, it'll be a real relationship. It'll be serious. The two of you are actually like, how do I say this? It's like they'll invest in you at a time when, I feel like they know that investing in you when you're going through whatever you're going through is really going to solidify the bond between the two of you. And I feel like that scares them. Why? So it's like this person seems to be, we have the Fool with the Ace of Wands reversed. It's almost like they're concerned about settling down. I feel like this person, it's like they know what they want, and I feel like once they found what they want, it's almost like it didn't quite fit their timeline. You know what I mean? It's almost like the energy of somebody that sees that the whole world is like, okay, you know what? Look at this, right? Yeah, man, your person's confusing the crap out of me. Excuse me. I feel like your person is running because it's like they see that there's a real opportunity to settle down and have, like, you know, I want to say like a good life with you. And that seems to be making them want to run for the hills, because it's almost like they feel that if if they accept this, then it's like it's almost like, well, I'll never fall in love again, or no, I'll never kiss anyone again. I'll never this, I'll never that. I'm like, yeah, that's, I mean, no, that's me being a judgmental cow over here. So I'm just going to back up off what I was going to say. Let me rephrase that in a way that isn't quite so judgmental. This person feels like this could be real, and not like a little bit real, but really real. That makes, I'm a master of words, aren't I? And that scares them. And I do feel that this person, it's almost the energy of somebody that maybe they saw a relationship when they were younger where, you know, as the commitment lengthened in a relationship, it's like the passion died out. And I feel like that's why this person runs when things get like they are. So, what's going on with Sag over here? What do we need to know? I feel like you have a lot on your plate, and it kind of feels like you're looking at the situation with this King of Cups energy. Like, maybe you would like this person to stay, but it's like being in love with you isn't a friggin' prison. You know what I mean? It's like if somebody wants to stay, you'd love them to stay. You don't want them to go, but if somebody wants to go, you're not gonna tie them down. You're not gonna hold them back. You know, Saggies know what it feels like to get a little cagey, right? And I feel like this person isn't cagey. They just run from exactly what they want. I don't know about you guys, but I've been having some hard deja vus today. It's been pretty consistent. So I don't know if you guys are. If you are, can you let me know in the comments that it's not just me? I would greatly appreciate it. Sometimes I feel like it's, I don't know. Sometimes I don't know if it's like in the air, in the energy. I have a few people, but not a whole lot of people that I know really well when it comes to like spiritual stuff. So I'm so grateful for the online community. Anyway, so I actually feel that a lot of this person's need to run is actually coming from the pressure they're putting on themselves. I actually don't feel, you know what it feels like? And some of you may have been saying this to yourself at the beginning of the read. It's like you haven't even asked this freaking person for their help, and they're putting all this pressure on themselves that like, if this happens, then this, then this, then this, right? And you're over here like, dude, I just asked you to help me bring some groceries in. I'm not sure what the problem is. You know what I mean? It's something actually really small. It just feels like this person, it's like they seem to react to not what's happening right now, but what could be happening down the road. You know what I mean? And so, of course, it's important for us to like look at situations and have the foresight to be like, you know what, that might not work out so well in the future for me, right? But I feel like this person, it's like as soon as they get a hint of like, oh, someone might really expect something from me now, they run. And I feel like the easiest way to do that is when they kind of get into that headspace. It's almost like just to put your hand on their hand and be like, hey, none of those things we have to consider right now. You know what I mean? I feel like if you're able to kind of ground this person that way, and you can also say to them, like, and nobody asked you to do what it is that you're concerned about doing right now. You know what I mean? I feel like sometimes this person needs people or needs someone to conceptualize reality for them. And it's not that they can't see it. It's that they're one of those really, you know, there's people who are intelligent, but they still have their, almost kind of like their wits about them. And then there's people that are so freaking smart that it's like they're 50 steps ahead of everybody else. And sometimes they're so smart they get caught up in it. I feel like that's this person. It's almost like they're just a little too quick and a little too smart for their own good, right? So I feel like because you are intelligent, you will be able to speak to that with them. But I feel like because of your kind of Saggy energy, you maybe don't, you know, run away with it. And so I feel like this person, they seem to actually trust you quite a bit. I feel like they just need to know that, like, for example, just because you ask them to help you in with some groceries doesn't mean the two of you are going to get married tomorrow. You know what I mean? And of course, you know, you may already be married or whatever, right? But it's just the kind of energetics. It's like they need to understand that all of that stuff that they've got running through in their mind, it's like nobody is there yet. So I think there's a lot of potential here. I just feel like this one might be a bit of a runner. And it's almost that energy of like, if you set something free and it comes back, then it's yours. And I do want to say, I want to caution you though, Sag, okay? Because I don't want to set you up for failure here. I feel for some of you, if you let this person go, they're going to keep running. And if they, and like, this is my own personal opinion. This isn't what I'm seeing in the cards. It's just my own experience. If someone's going to go, then like all the best, love and light, have a nice life, right? Because if you're going through a tough time, what you need is people that are going to stand by your side. And if there's people that want to run, you know what I mean? It's like you and your life and making sure that you're on the right track is more important than trying to ground somebody that's maybe a little too flighty for right now. So I think we are going to pull a card for, excuse me, what you can expect in the future, and kind of, just because the Lover's card is a pretty potent, right? It's almost like the two of you are a good match. I just feel like here's the thing. Maybe in another lifetime, the two of you were a match. Maybe in another lifetime, the two of you were together for a long time. And it's like this person was in a position where they felt trapped and they couldn't get away. So it's almost like they have this like innate urge to bolt. And so it's like either this person, I feel like either way you're going to be fine, but I feel like if this person runs and they keep running, I don't actually feel like it's going to bother you. I mean, obviously it's going to hurt you if somebody you love is leaving, right? I actually feel like because you got so much going on, that it's not going to hit you the way it hits this person. Because I feel like as you keep kind of building and you keep putting back together what has, it's like, for example, let's say a bunch of things have fallen away and you're kind of rebuilding. It's like, well, you're going to rebuild it whether this person is here. And like, if they want to be a part of that, great. But you're going to rebuild it either way. So it's like either they can be a part of the process or they won't. I feel like it may be a bit heartbreaking that there's some of these things that you end up doing that you have to do on your own. And it does feel like this is someone that you may occasionally think about as you kind of move through your life. But it's just this kind of energy of, let me put it to you this way, Sag. Have you ever regretted putting yourself first? Right? And not in that like selfish, I'm the cock of the walk, I'm the king of the castle, queen of the castle, whoever you choose to identify, right? It's that energy of when the shiz hits the fan and it's all over the place and you got to clean it up, you're going to stay there and clean up that mess rather than go out and do something that is unnecessary, right? So this person wants a new beginning with you, but I feel like their fear is holding them back. And I actually kind of feel if this person doesn't get it together, it's like they're going to end up going, it's the energetics of it, right? So it's like if you're not someone that wants to get married, then no one's telling you you have to, right? But it's almost this energy of like, and then this person's going to have to watch you move on with somebody else. Yeah. You may have felt that this person would be the one, but they're not. And I feel like it may be hard, but you will learn to live your life without this person. And I feel like because you're in this kind of not transition stage, but rebuilding, because you're rebuilding things, you know what I mean? It's like it's almost like you have a clean slate. So building things, it's like you'll be so focused on it and you'll be building in a different direction that you may feel at times that things might have been easier for this person, but I feel like you actually end up being really proud of what you build. So I think I'll leave it there, Sag. If this reading resonated, I hope that it was helpful. I'm sorry you're going through such a tough time, but I am seeing that you're actually having, you are doing it. Sometimes it may not feel that way, but I feel like even when you think those thoughts kind of get into that, like, oh, I'm just not really, I feel like you know innately that you are moving forward. You are still moving in the right direction. So I love you, Sag. I wish you all the best this weekend. And if you need some support, just shoot a comment below. I do my best to reply to all of the comments, or as many as I can. And my email's in the description box if you need some support. Much love. Bye.